All I want to do is garden, but I really need to mow my stupid idiot lawn because it's getting pretty bad. It just rained, which is gonna make it really fun. Today's the most impulsive day that I said I'm gonna make a video to show some garden progress. First I have to mow my stupid idiot lawn and put them in stupid idiot lawn bags that get put in the stupid trash. Okay, here we go. Why do we even have grass? Why can't it just be flowers? Dang it, I left my hose out. Fucking thing sucks. I don't want to do it. I want to play in the garden. I'll get there. I have to get a stupid idiot bag. Sorry about my piss poor attitude. Why mow when you could be gardening? I'd let my yard get crazy, but the government won't let me. Why? It's all junked up in there because it's raining. Well, it's not now, but it was. But sometimes you gotta get out all the goop so your lawnmower doesn't get all junked up. Pretty yucky. Dude, this sucks. Sorry about my piss poor attitude. Stupid idiot battery is dead on this stupid idiot. I might get another one. Back with a battery, this cool hat. We're gonna finish. How do you guys mow the lawn? Do you go around the perimeter slowly working your way inwards, or do you do lines? I work my way from the outside in. Good job, Turner. Good job being done with your lawn. It's not done yet. I have to get the stupid idiot weed whacker and go around the stupid edge. The stupid idiot cable is stuck in the stupid idiot. Okay, great. Oop. Dude, the stupid idiot battery didn't charge. That's okay. Sorry about my inappropriate language. I just really don't like mowing the lawn. But now we get to work on some garden things. I can always wait to weed whack later. This was very impulsive to make this video today, mostly because things are growing really fast. I wanted to show some of the progress, some of the things that I've learned. I need to do some things to help my garden out. Yeah. Just sharing the story along. I think my next episode will probably be about food and how to make things out of the garden. I wanted to share some recipes once we really get rocking and rolling with that. What do I want to start with? Okay. So these are my cucumber plants. They're English cucumbers, and they're absolutely going insane. I thought that these little guys would be enough for them to vine onto, and they're just not. I think I'm going to make something here so that they can really climb up vertically. I also left all my tools at a job, so we might have to get creative with how I do this. I have some tools. It might be fun. Who knows? Here we go. I'm going to do it. Okay, so we went in the garage. I found some fence boards from jobs that I had. They weren't full ones, and so I ripped them down on the table saw into these smaller pieces. And I'm hoping that I can just kind of like spread these out here some way or another. Yeah, I've got some 1.5-inch joist hanger nails and a hammer. It's got to be good enough. I love stuff like this. I love little problem solving things that you need to do. Learning along the way. Let's do it. My idea is to kind of tie them into the corners here. Is it even tall enough? Whatever. We'll see. Sometimes it's fun to have limitations. I think that's why I like working on the garden. There's always these like little problems to solve. But I didn't realize these cucumbers would get so big. Okay, so I think these are kind of going to be the main supports. I might just put some of these in the middle and then use the string that I have and just kind of make a lattice back and forth. Simple. It will work. It's also super low stakes. If it fails, it fails. To the garage we go. Let's see if I can problem solve this. The garage provided. Got some wire and some staples, and we're gonna make a weird trellis thing. My big hat's getting in the way. See, look at this little buddy. He's already reaching. They're reaching down there too. They're gonna be happy. I think it's looking all right. I think this is done now. So go over here so that they have something to latch on to. I think this will help it out a lot. They're resting on here now. So yeah, this is the garden. It's been a lot of work to get here, but it's been really rewarding work. Today I'm feeling pretty low-key and a little bit tired. Been renovating my stepfather's house. Just got mostly done with that over the past week. I think I'm just a little tired, but for some reason coming out here really energizes me, but I'm also like, it's kind of nice to have something where I'm not having to reach a certain destination, just things that I can chip away at. That being said, it is something that takes care and consideration every day. Use this concentrate of neem oil. It's a natural oil from a seed. Yeah, this is a 2-gallon air sprayer, and it helps with a lot of the major pests. So things like aphids or little like flea beetles that put holes in my greens, really deters them from being on the plants. We'll do this maybe once a week. It takes some upkeep just because it washes off in the rain, so you have to keep it up. But a 1/4 cup of neem oil in this thing with 2 gallons of water, and I can use it multiple times to cover all my plants, making sure to get the undersides of the leaves because that's where a lot of the critters like to really hang out. These guys are some of my all-time favorite vegetables that we have in our garden. They're these Japanese style eggplants. The skins on them are super tender. You can kind of grill them up like a zucchini. Oftentimes we'll just put them in a pan for a minute or two, really hot with some herbs. They just look so cool. They have these beautiful deep purple flowers turn into these little eggplants. Once they're kind of as long as my wrist to the end of my middle finger, we'll cut them off the vine and eat them up. They're pretty awesome. Love these guys. Put in this rain garden, and it is so happy back here. We're already getting lots of bees and pollinators, and it is doing its job pretty well. So this area is probably one of my favorite parts. It's not this big garden. The trellis is coming in really nicely. There's some peas in here. They're getting mixed up with hops. If you just stood here, I feel like you could watch them grow in real time. They have not started to flower yet, but I'm starting to see little shoots come out, and I think they're flowering, but I would love to be able to use hops and teas and things like that. And then everything else in here are just wildflowers. We just got wildflower packets. These ones that were here were all ones that were for full sun. Here we got this big sunflower coming through. Some of these I don't even know what they are. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research, but they are awesome. Today I was actually able to trim off enough to make a little flower arrangement. And I think I'm gonna do that a bunch this summer, is just have an abundance of flower arrangements as they come through. These are my tomatoes. They are absolutely exploding. I have not harvested any yet. There are green tomatoes on all of these plants. They're a smaller variety. All of these, I think these are black prince. Don't know what they are. I think they're just like a medium-sized tomato. And these are San Marzanos. So they should be good for like sauces and things like that. I'm not really sure if I need to be cutting the back more. I do trim them back, especially if there are lots of little shoots coming out, the vines that grow in between the bigger vines. Right now what I actually need to do is make sure that they won't fall over. So I already have some strings kind of attached to the fence over here, but I need to kind of be more proactive and make sure that they don't fall over. I should have gotten bigger cages for them, but that's okay. Not too worried about it. It's not like a perfectly curated thing. I'm using literally like yarn and safety scissors to prop these things up and keep them alive and making fruit so they don't fall over, because I want tomatoes. Especially these tomatoes, I'm sure I could go online and people would have some hot takes about how to best grow their tomatoes, but I just don't have the time or the energy to stress too much about it. I just like the process of growing them and coming out here and taking a look at them and seeing how they've changed. And that's really what it's about for me. It's like I want to just be able to explore and have fun out here and not worry too much about doing things the right way. Also, over time, I will learn. Even last year was the first year I really started gardening. Over time, I'll learn and accumulate the knowledge, but you gotta just do it first and embrace the chaos and how big and bushy these tomatoes are gonna get. It's raining. Classic, dude. That's all right. It's also starting to thunder. I should probably go inside. And this is good enough for now. These guys should be good to go for a little while longer. This will be the last stop of our Good Garden update to show you all the progress. But the oregano is so happy here. Sage is exploding. Can't figure out my cilantro, but that's okay. It's been, the parts of it that I have eaten have been delicious, but it just wants to flower, and unlike the other herbs, the more I harvest it, I think just the sadder it gets. I don't really know what's going on. I'll eat it until it dies. The herb wall is so fun. I love having them here. I come out often and just trim off little bits, and all of the excess, my partner and I actually made a place for us to bundle and hang, just air dry the herbs that are excess, so that over the winter, when we're sad, because we don't have a garden in the winter, we can use our herbs, which remind us of the summertime. Yeah, a lot of this series has been kind of me exploring gardening and also grief and things like that. Yeah, for some reason today, I'm just feeling like super low-key and low energy, but having a space that is kind of consistent, that I can show up to, that I can chip away at, have something to just simply notice, has been really nice. And I've felt like that this garden is a way that no matter kind of what's going on in the world or how I'm feeling, it is just this tiny little escape. Yeah. It's also been a great way for me to spend time with my partner and for us to have something to share, and to kind of go along with the theme of the last video of not filming everything. I think tonight we're just going to chill. We take all these plants down, trim off all of the herbs that need trimmed so they don't flower, and they will continue to get big and bushy. So the more you cut them, the more bushy they'll get, which is really what we want. Yeah, it's been this like nice little ritual that my partner and I have is, you know, once every couple of weeks we sit down and bundle our herbs together.